You know, I always used to lose claw games as a kid, but now they're making me hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hello everyone, I'm Kibitz and welcome back to Automation Empire, where last time we were able to figure out how to make super spicy factories using this crate recycling method, where we just have crates on the line that go around in a circle, and they take the raw iron, let it get refined, and then shipped off to sell. And we have a system like that for now iron, and for coal. So soon, once we get some technology, we're gonna be able to craft steel plates. And that'll be a very spicy jump in the revenue. Oh yes indeed, yes indeed. And oh my goodness, we need it. Because there's an oof here. So I've learned something very critical about this game, and that is that it's a puzzle game. So our taxes are calculated by the amount of income generated. So over the course of the 4 years this game has been going, all of the revenue we gain and continue to gain is taxed at 2%. And that's what we have to pay here, along with our power. And in the first episode, I took a bunch of time to build up a bunch of money just by selling off some extra raw coal. And lo and behold, all of that money was just increasing our tax and having it catch up with our income. So now, we are in a bad spot. Real bad spot. So unless we get some steel plates and a lot more money going, we are screwed. However, I did some stuff off camera that could help us out. Number one, grabbed a bunch more iron from these nodes over here. Just go whoop down this way and into what is now an iron junction. So all the iron gets dropped off here, goes in a loop into our iron refinery area, and then some of it is sent off to be sold. While the rest of it, I've actually siphoned off to go into research so we can get some spicy new tech. And get new tech I did. We have the claw train now, the claw crane gate, and the truck unloader. So now we can dump the whole minecart meme and get straight to clawing things around. And then with this, we need to increase our output to 6,000 kilograms a month, because then we could get the combiner, this guy, and make some steel. But first, let's figure out how to use the claw trains. And a bit of bad news with them, but they only work with crates. And our whole system here doesn't use crates. So how this works is everything comes in as a raw material and leaves as a raw material, or a refined material, and is sent off to here. So I guess we'll have to make claw train systems over in this area. And then we have these truck stop type things, which go over top of these? Yes. Right on, right on. And then the rest of this looks really simple. So we have the drop off and the pickup. So I guess we really just want to pick up stuff from like these belt areas and set up the claw train tracks to go around and drop stuff off. So let's just do that real quick. Shouldn't be too difficult. And then I guess we'll just have like 5 pickup points because we only can drop off 6 boxes per truck. Why this is using, 10 drop off points? I'm not sure. Maybe that's to do with trains or something. Or maybe rockets, who knows? There's so many future things, it's ridiculous. But we'll just use the 6 right now and call that good. And we'll make a closed loop similar to this for every truck stop. And I think the system works, it's just these robots, man. They're too thieving. Get out of here. You are now obsolete. All hail the claw gods. Okay, so all of the claws are set up. All of the robots, although they try to hide, are being destroyed, and it is time to move and groove. Also, I made a very cool system here where for the coal drop off, the claw train's gonna go back and forth. So it'll swing around here, go back through here, swing to this one, and then swing back over this way. All the while it's picking up all the coal it needs from this massive unloading bay. And hopefully that works out pretty well. I unlocked a bunch of special tech too. Where's that? Oh, here it is. Yeah, just to add in an extra couple claw tracks. And hopefully that helps too. And I increased the speed of the claws, the robots, and the truck frequency. So the trucks cycle through faster and faster, and we can output, hopefully, more goods. But without further ado, claw trains, cycle through and begin. Let's add our bunch onto here. Okay, it's working. It's moving. It's grooving. But why didn't... What? But the last box isn't getting unloaded. Oh, because the boxes are all the way back here. Oh, now hold up. Hold up here. Let's just add on this extra wing so the whole thing can cycle through. And it doesn't forget to unload stuff. Okay, now that should be good, right? Yeah, the whole claw train goes around. It's dropping off whatever. The whole thing goes to the end. Almost. It needs about one more little thing here. Yeah, because you see here, this is a prime example. There's a box here, but it won't be able to ever get to that last little spot. So let's just add in like 2 more maybe. Okay, there we go. Now this has to work. Has to work. All right. And the whole thing can cycle through. That's all we needed to see. And that is so much faster than having to make a huge loop out of these claw trains. Just let things move to where they gotta go. And now, with the claw trains, does that improve this? No. That's not good. What about our profit margins? They're still kind of the same. I guess we have to let things cycle through to see the effect, but I don't want to do that. Ooh. But what I do want to do is get rid of one of you. Or not. Never mind. There we go. And sorry, what did I want to do now? Oh yeah, I'm not sure. I guess we can look into like other resources. Because we're only selling like coal and iron right now, but there's a ton of stuff in the market. Like there's ethanol. That's a craftable. I guess what we're looking for is like something raw. Gold ore. Where's gold? There's oil, I'm pretty sure. Is that oil? If that's not oil, I'd be shocked. That's gold. It's pretty far off though. Is there any gold that's kind of just like close by? What? Surprisingly, there is. Okay. So there's some right there. Oh, there's some right here too. But maybe at this point we want to set up a whole new factory because we actually get to make our own roads and tunnels and truck spawners. So maybe just over here? Why can't I build here? Must have another entrance in proximity. That's where they get ya. Okay, so here's the big plan. We're gonna move the power stuff way over this way, and we're gonna free up this area instead now. And by doing that, I'm pretty sure we can get one of these in. Must be built into a cliffside. If this is not a cliff, I don't know what is. Oh, it was backwards. And now we can have this over here, and we can start to build a new truck network over here. Okay, so that's new, that's good, and we can use this for all of the gold and probably oil at the moment. And later on, we can move this whole system just out of the way and expand this all the way down. Right now though, let's get some gold going. And thanks to you guys, I have a real good idea on how to do things now. And that is, instead of just having the minecarts pick stuff up directly, each of these is gonna funnel into a bin. That way it can store up more gold before being picked up. And that'll be much more efficient. Then over by the truck stop, we'll make a super massive bin of gold. And we're just gonna set up a couple drones on this side. There we go, just 3 of them. Oh, and that's the wrong thingamadoogly. There we go. And now we'll start getting some gold income, right? You better believe it. Pick it up, sell it off, and let's get paid. And what? Our wheat output was around 5,760 kilograms before, and now it's the same? But we're selling gold now. Well, hopefully then this will just update by the end of the month. I guess we'll have to see on that. And also in the meantime, at least, we're gonna be making tons of money on gold. Gold is like pretty much the same price as coal, and it's just a raw resource. Once we refine it though, oh Nelly, big spice. Yeah, and about $200,000 should be enough to do that. And let's just set up a really nice little refiner factory. However, with this refinery, I want to try and optimize our designs a little bit further. Because with the coal, this is our first iteration, we have 3 refineries in here, and the coal kind of goes around on this big old loop and recycles all the crates, so the crates get filled with the raw coal, processed, and then scooped up into these bins. Then we made the system a little bit better by putting in 2 refineries instead of the 3. It works a little bit faster now, so that's cool. Still can't really handle all of the coal. Maybe Maybe 3 was better, I'm not sure. Regardless though, I think I have a better system than both of these. Where instead now, instead of having all of the raw stuff loop the entire factory, we'll just have it loop around in front of refiners. So now, as you can see, we'll just have a loop of gold boxes going around here all the time. We have 2 crate makers making the empty crates. And I think this is gonna work out like just so much better, because now we can fit in just that many more refineries and make a much more efficient use of the space. So yeah, look at this. We can even expand the factory. So we have, what is this, 6 refiners here? And we can spread it down to maybe even 12 refiners in this 9x9 space. So that's the same amount of space that's used by these guys. Just less belts taking up all of the extra room. Now the only problem we have to solve is unloading. But this might be okay, because I have a pretty decent idea. Where right after the refiners, we have these turned belts. So everything will head to their left after, go on to this load station, and we want to set these to destroy crates. So obviously that doesn't have the option, but I saw it in the last episode. Unload station? Aha! Unload station, destroy all crates on. So now that gets rid of all of the empty crates that were giving us an issue last time. And before the crates get destroyed, we just scoop everything up from the normal turned belt, and then everything will eventually go into a bin. But the spacing is a bit awkward. Maybe actually we could do another loop on this side. Hold up. Now would you look at this, but everything just works out perfectly. Just put in a couple bins, and that's all we gotta do. Oh, and one of these guys. Transfer tube. There we go. Okay, I think we have a working system now though. So, let's just get rid of this little track here. Have a nice little turn. And that will do it. Cool. And then over here, we just have this go into the factory. And we're just gonna have things go back and forth. I don't know why I keep making things in loops actually. It's a complete waste of money. So we're gonna be doing that from now on. Now we just hope that the whole system works fine. I think the only issue that may happen is this might not be able to like overflow properly, but it's looking okay. Like that's taking its bit of time. Good. Gold's going to the next one. Very good. Now the processed refined gold is getting sucked up and the crate is dealt with. I think at this point then, what we could even do is we could add in more gold mines into this one refinery since it's so efficient. Like things aren't backing up here, right? But it's not getting processed very fast. Maybe that's a problem, I don't know. But first, let us view our beautiful gold truck. Our first one gets sent into the way. So how much money was that? Let's see, 12,600. Could have been better, could have been worse. And let's also take away a couple minecarts here since we're not transporting the raw stuff anymore. And it's been a little bit too here, and I've been watching this quite a bit. I think the only problem is that some empty crates are getting through. Because, yeah, this thing's just too slow. Or where are the crates getting through from? Oh, because when this isn't unloading. I see now. So wait, is this just too efficient? Is it not actually getting enough gold? That legitimately might be it. So let's quickly do that. We got $100,000 we're sitting on. May as well use the money, because the longer we wait, the more we're getting taxed. And we can kind of work on making things a little bit more efficient too. Like these bins here are pretty unnecessary, because these miners are never gonna fill up their 10 contents, because they're just so close to our factory. And also now, we're just gonna make a nice gold pickup loop. So this minecart's only gonna go back and forth and pick up gold from the other minecarts over here. Okay, so that system's all set up. Very nice. All that's going down here. We have our loop for the new gold. And we are good. So probably 3, 4. Yeah, this one has 5 carts. That should be okay. And this system should probably have a dozen or so. And by a dozen or so, maybe like 6. We'll try that out. I don't know. Ooh, I do know though that these guys are gonna bring in so much more gold, brother. So much more gold. Though we have to be a little, yeah, this is gonna be kind of sketchy though. Because now that we're not producing any, The income's gonna slow down kind of a bit, kind of a lot. Oh gosh, and these are filling up too? Claw Train, you're the chosen one. Why can't you keep up selling the ore? One thing at a time though. Let's just double check this is all good. You're loading up. Unloading over here. Gold is stacking up. Slowly but surely. Good. Very good, very good. A little wasteful on the boxes, but you know what? Whatever, brother. Oh my gosh, and still though, we haven't, what? We still do not have the 6,000 kilograms of output. How is our output not higher now? I'm lost. Maybe this system has to be upgraded? Maybe because the claws are just so efficient, we actually just need to add in more truck stations. And you know what? I think that might be it. Okay, there we go though. Now we got 2 more claw trains, taking more of just the iron, yeah. And that should hopefully make things more efficient on that side. With the coal, I'm not too worried about. We're just gonna leave it as is. I know it's overflowing, and it's really inefficient, but we're gonna be using that for so much, because while I've been waiting for money, I've been looking at some like the combining recipes, and we need coal for like everything. For the fuel here, for, where is it? The steel, and well, that's it. But like, that's a lot of stuff, right? It's a lot of stuff. So we'll let it build up a bit. And we're gonna focus on our gold over here because, oh my goodness, look at that. Unbelievable. That is a ton of freaking gold. And these poor robots, they're trying their best, but they can't. They can't. So we'll add in a couple more little friends to help them out a little bit. And there they go. I just don't want to get the claw train system in here set up yet because I want a real clean, nice design. Because I want to turn this area into the export bus for our whole world here. Because I was not all too impressed with how this turned out. It looks pretty oof. Well, that's okay. We're still learning here. Speaking of learning, research points for days, please, and thank you. And did we finally get our kilograms? Please. What do you mean? After all of that, we've only increased the output by 80? 80? What? How are we not at 6,000? I'm gonna lose my mind. Well, I guess we can actually expand the gold here at least, so hey, that will get us our last tiny, itsy bitsy bit. So more refiners, please. Thank you. Ooh, but we are running into one little problem. This is absolutely not keeping up. It's too much gold. Too much gold, brother. So easy solution, we just add in more of these. Maybe, probably not. Because yeah, this one's just gonna end up doing all the work here. So that's not a good solution. But your boy Kibitz does have another one. So check this out. We just get rid of that guy. Get rid of you guys too. But then we're gonna flip the other side of the loop. And now with this system, if this part fills up, it will overflow and the minecart will go over here instead. And start loading up these refineries. But this is a little risque because the crates now are in a closed circuit. So they go around and then they get deleted. So we might lose a little bit of gold, but I have a feeling that these guys will be fine. Now we just have to keep an eye on it to make sure it actually runs properly. And, oh, what? We did the thing though. We did the thing though. Ooh. That's hyper spicy. That's hyper spicy. We did it, guys. We finally have the combiner. How did we do this? I don't know. Was it the thing we just did that made things more efficient? Who knows how the game calculates it? Let's unlock those. Oh, gracious. We have needed those for so long. We have $200,000 as well. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Be gone. Research time is over. The age of steel has begun. Okay, so I made a ton of space. We're gonna lose out on one of our coal nodes. Don't even care, actually. And now we can build this beautiful, massive new factory. So from here, yes, to about here. How big does this thing need to be? How big is a refiner? Whoa. Did Kibitz just have like the best idea ever? Checking to see how big the production machine is? Wow. Oh, it's the same size of anything. Oh. Okay, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. And the combiner works much differently. So instead of having the minecarts, having to deal with like the crates, we have to inject the stuff right into it. So we have to have bins all over the place. So starting off with things, we are reorganizing. This is all gone. We've moved the research stations just to not here, so we can build our new factory. Yeah, since we're doing like a huge unloading station over here later, the research more so fits in that area better. Now let's build our factory, and let's kind of start with this. Okay, so how are we designing this system now? Well, actually, things might be a lot more simple than I think. Like, even easier than the whole refinery thing we got going here. Because we could just do this. The minecart comes in, drops off all the stuff. Everything gets combined right into the middle here at this unloading area. And then we just simply have a claw train pick everything up and drop it off to wherever it needs to go. Okay, so I think then we have our system. This seems too easy? I guess we'll find the problems with it once we actually test it out. For now, let's let the game run. Get another $9,000 dues or so, and do our first test. Oh my goodness though, this machine exports in the dust itself, not into crates. So we can't even use the claw trains then. Aw, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh, that first design would have been so nice. But, oh, these combiners, man, I thought they'd be so much easier. Incorrect. We don't have any options for these transfer tubes. There's no bends, there's no nothing, and the design of the combiners is such that it's insane to try and make a system with a lot of them. Because you have to have your one input here, one input there, and of course everything coming out this way. So you can't really like line these up very easily at all. Now if there was an L-shaped like transfer tube, we'd be set, but no. So I have come to the conclusion that right now we just have to use drones. So drones are gonna be flying around in here, picking up stuff and then putting them onto belts. Oh my goodness though, and drones are not even gonna work themselves because there's no way to have the drones like whitelist something. So instead of getting the gold from way over here, they just ran over this way. So I put these on like medium priority, but still, yeah, there's no way to keep them in the factory. Oh, goodness gracious. This has been a headache and a half. And you know what? I think I'm just causing myself to suffer here because I noticed in the tech, there's a remote connector, which specifically says that it comes in handy with dealing with large combiner systems. And you know what? I think we're just gonna try and get the tech for that. So we'll set up more refineries around the world and then just sell it all off. And then we can finally get to combining. Anyway though, I think that's gonna be all for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed and thank you for watching. But have a fantastic rest of your day and bye-bye.